Good afternoon once again to all of you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
I hope all of you are ready with your homework. Please take it out.
Only 23 participants.
Yes, yes. Others will soon, I expect. Take out your homeworks, please. I had sent you questions based on the previous portion. I do believe that you all have written it in your own words.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Okay. So let's start discussing. Ishal,
Yes, ma'am.
read the first question and give me the answer.
Where does the setting of the story take place?
Yes.
The setting of the story take place in a street.
Very good. The setting of the story takes place in a street. Shane, next question.
Yes, ma'am.
Read. Unmute and read fast.
Ma'am, I'll tell the answer. I did not write the question. Only wrote the answers.
Okay. Second question is briefly describe the policeman on his beat.
The policeman told his club as he walked along the street with his stalwart forms and a slight swagger, and he used to check if the doors were properly locked as he kept a peaceful eye on the peaceful road.
Okay. All right. Good. Next question is to Johanne. The third question: why did the policeman slow down at the midway of the block?
He slowed down when he sees a man standing in a shop, in front of a darkened hardware shop.
Yes, policeman slowed down when he saw a man in front of the darkened hardware store. Okay. Fourth question, Ayan. Ayan, fourth question is to you. What was the appointment made between the two friends 20 years before?
Appointment made between two friends was they will meet again after 20 years in that restaurant, front of that restaurant.
Yes, the appointment made between the two friends were that they will meet each other after 20 years in front of Big Joe Brady's restaurant. Yes.
As well as time and date.
Yeah. Next question is to Amal. Make a note on the man who was waiting in front of Big Joe Brady's restaurant. Amal?
Coyajed face with keen eyes and a little white scarf near his right eyebrow.
Scar near his right eyebrow.
His scarf pin was an oddly set large diamond and a handsome watch. The lids of the watch were set with small diamonds.
All right. The man had a pale, scourged face with keen eyes and a little white scar on top of his right eyebrow. He also had set a large diamond on his scarf, and he had a handsome watch set with small diamonds on the lid. All right. Next question is to Malavika. Malavika, sixth question. Why did the man decide to move to the west?
The man decided to move to the west to make his fortune.
Yes, the man decided to move to the west in order to make good fortune. All right. Anusha, next question is to you. Pick out any instances, pick out one or two instances from the story to show that the man had achieved his objective in moving to the west.
The instances from the story to show that the man had achieved his objective in moving to the west is that he had a oddly set large diamond in his scarf pin and had a handsome watch which lid were set with small diamonds.
All right. Two instances. We have two instances to show that he had achieved his objective. One was that he had a large diamond on his scarf, and another instance was that he had a handsome watch set with small diamonds on its lid. All right. Then the last question, I want Parthiv to answer. Parthiv?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is your video on? Oh, okay.
Yes.
How does a man describe his friend Jimmy Wells? How does a man describe?
Jimmy is his best friend and the finest chap in the world.
Okay, that's all? Only those two terms?
He was like two.
How does Jimmy Wells, how does a man describe his friend Jimmy Wells? Parthiv, that answer is not complete, my boy.
I only read that.
Okay, you only wrote that. Okay, all right. You listen to your friend. I think Abhinav Bijoy will help you. Abhinav, where are you? Yes. Abhinav, give me the complete answer.
Jimmy was his best friend and the finest chap in the world. He
Yes.
and Jimmy were raised like brothers in New York.
Yes.
Jimmy thought New York was the only place in the world. Jimmy was the truest and most loyal old chap in the world. He was kind of a plodder but a good fellow.
Very good, very good. So that makes the answer complete. So children, if you have not added these points to your answer, please mark it. One point is that the man regards Jimmy Wells as his best friend and the finest chap in the world. Both of them were raised in New York just like two brothers. And he also believed that Jimmy is the truest, staunchest old chap in the world. And another point is, though he was a kind of a plodder, he was a very good fellow. Okay, so this makes your answer complete. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any doubts regarding the previous class portion?
No, ma'am.
No. Shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we find that the man is still waiting to meet his friend in front of the darkened hardware store. And he is also ready to wait even half an hour more because his friend Jimmy Wells has not turned up yet. Okay, it's past 10 o'clock. His friend has not turned up yet. So he's ready to wait for half an hour more. And he strongly believes that if Jimmy is alive, he would come to meet him. Okay, so we find that the setting of the story, though it was dark, it has changed slightly with the slight rain. What is the particular term for slight rain? Drizzle. Yes, it was drizzling, and the people on the street, they started to move to and fro with their hands in their pockets and coat collars turned high. And the man stood in front of the darkened store waiting for his friend. After 20 minutes, we find that another man approaching near to the man who is waiting in front of the darkened harvester. Okay, that's where we stopped in the last class. So Jimmy has come. Jimmy has arrived finally. Is it not, children? Yes. So the man has been waiting patiently to meet his friend after 20 years, and here is the man. After 20 minutes, he waited. Then a tall man in a long overcoat with the collar turned up to his ears hurried across from the opposite side of the street. He went directly to the waiting man. So now no more waiting is needed. Both of them are there to meet each other. So the most awaited moment has come now. Is that you, Bob? He asked doubtfully. Is that you, Jimmy Wells? Cried the man at the door. Oh my goodness. So what is the name of the man who was standing in front of the darkened harvester?
Bob.
Bob. So we got the name. We got the name of man. So Jimmy Wells and Bob, two great, lovable friends. So the man who approached the other one, he asked doubtfully, is that you, Bob? Is that you, Jimmy Wells? The other one cried. Bless my heart, exclaimed the new arrival, grasping the other's hands with his own. I was certain I would find you here if you were still alive. Well. 20 years is a long time. The old restaurant has gone. Bob, I wish it had lasted so we could have had another dinner there. How has the West treated you, old man? So who is the speaker of this dialogue?
Jimmy Wells.
Wells.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. So Jimmy Wells is asking how was Bob doing in the West, and he wished if the old restaurant had lasted, they could have another dinner there at that point of time. It has given me everything I asked it for. You have changed a lot, Jimmy. I never thought you were so tall by 2 or 3 inches. Wow. That's so nice, right? Children, do you think that a person would grow tall after 20 years?
Yeah.
Yes.
How long
No.
a human being grow?
20.
Taller than my sister.
He's 21.
Till 21.
Ma'am, till 18.
18. Up to 18 years. Up to 18 years. Not sure, not sure.
Not sure.
Okay, okay, all right. I think girls will grow up to 18 years of age and boys up to 20 years of age. Okay, so 20 years have passed already. So when they parted with each other, how old they were? Come on, turn the page, turn the page.
18 and 20.
Yes, the man was 18 and Jimmy was 20. Okay, the man was 18 and Jimmy was 20. So Bob says that, oh, I never thought that you had grown a little more big after 20 years. Doing well in New York. Oh, yeah, I missed out a sentence. Yeah. Oh, I grew a bit after I was 20. So what is the justification given by Jimmy for his change?
That he grew.
Yes,
He grew up after 20 years.
he grew a bit after 20 years. But Bob never expected. But do you really think he has grown bigger?
No.
Okay, you don't think that he has
Other
grown
guy
bigger.
was
All right. Okay, okay. All right. Doing well in New York, Jimmy. Moderately, I have a position in one of the city departments. Come on, Bob. We'll go around to a place I know of and have a good long talk about the old times. So now tell me, do you find anything particular about the reaction between these two men when they met each other after 20 years? Anyone would like to respond? Srihari? Srihari, yes, do you think any particular in expression when they met each other after 20 years?
They felt very happy.
Okay, they felt happy. Both of them were very happy to see each other.
Then just like very glad to meet each other.
Yes. Who was very glad to meet each other?
Both men.
Both. Okay, all right. Gauri Parvati?
Both of them were happy, excited, and a bit confused. Bob was a bit
Why do you say that they were confused?
Because Bob didn't expect Jimmy Wells to grow by 2 or 3 inches.
Yes, Bob did not expect Jimmy Wells to grow by 2 or 3 inches. All right. Somebody else? Arjun? Arjun, would you like to respond? Anthony, what's wrong with your camera? Just switch it on. Arjun?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Do you find anything special in the reaction?
Yes,
Tell me, you have to think. You have to think. Who is ready to answer?
It's like suspicious.
Suspicious. Who was suspicious?
They will be
Bob.
Jimmy Wells.
Jimmy Wells was suspicious about Bob. Why do you say so?
Bob was suspicious about Jimmy Wells.
Bob was suspicious.
Bob was suspicious. Bob was suspicious. Then what about this line? Is that you, Bob? He asked doubtfully. Who asked doubtfully?
Bob.
Jimmy Wells.
Jimmy Wells.
Jimmy Wells is...
Now let me ask you, children, one question. Imagine that you are meeting one of your best friends after 20 years. How would you react if you were in this position?
Where were you these 20 years?
Okay, Shane would ask, where were you these 20 years? Oh. Okay. Okay, what about you, Isa? How will you react when you see your friend
so
after
excited.
Okay, excited.
I will be speechless. With excitement.
Gauri becomes speechless because of excitement, meeting the friend after a long time. Okay.
shy.
Without speaking anything, would you just go and hug them?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. No.
Ma'am, but that's a problem. Because if that's not the friend, then we'll be like...
Yes. If that is not your friend, then...
We'll be ashamed.
You will
Awkward
be
situation.
Ashamed.
All right. But then look at this point. Both of them promised that they would meet each other in front of the big Joe Brady restaurant. Okay, no matter how many years pass by. So they have already made a promise, right? Then why you have to doubt your friend?
Ma'am, it's nice.
It will be obvious. It will be obvious that it is your friend standing there.
Because the shop was gone.
Ma'am, it's
Oh,
nice.
because the shop was gone. But instead of that restaurant, the shop is still there. But the place is the same.
Ma'am,
Yes.
It's night, so how did he see the
Oh,
face?
yes. Okay, that's the point. It's night. And maybe if you're not able to see the person's face clearly, you may have a doubt. Is it not?
Yes.
But anyway, sometimes if you are in particular position, either you may ask your friend, oh, just like Shane asked, where were you all these 20 years? I couldn't keep in touch with you. That could be one question. Or out of a lot of excitement, you may just go and hug your friend, believing that that's your friend only. Or sometimes you may hesitate to start with the conversation because you're not sure, because it's the night time and the face of the person is not clear. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. So we find that Bob and Jimmy, both of them became so excited and so happy, and they started exchanging conversation with each other. So Bob asked Jimmy, how are you doing? Are you doing well in New York? So he says, moderately. I have a position in one of the city departments. Come on, Bob. We'll go around to a place I know of and have a good long talk about old times. So come on. Let's do not stand here. Okay, let's go to a place which we are quite familiar with each other. Okay, and let's talk about our olden times. I want Tanmay to read. Tanmay, read the next paragraph.
The two men started walking arm in arm. The man from the west, basking in the glory of his success, was beginning to outline the history of his career. The other
Career.
The other
Career.
Okay.
Career.
The other listened with interest.
Okay, thank you. The two men started walking arm in arm. Look at that. Oh, what a thick friendship, is it not? Both of them held their hand with each other. They started walking arm in arm. The man from the west, basking in the glory of his success. What do you mean by basking here? Basking?
Collecting, assembling.
Collecting?
Assembling.
Basking in glory of his. That means expressing the glorious time that he had. Okay.
Okay,
revel in and make the most use of it. Revel in and make the best out of it. So the man from the west, that is Bob, started to explain about his glory. He was a man who has a habit of showing off. He wanted to show off. That means he had made a good fortune, a large amount of money. So he was just making the best or most of it when he got the time.
Ma'am, can you...
The man from the west, basking in the glory of his success, was beginning to outline the history of his career. Career here means profession. Children, look at the spelling C-A-R-E-E-R. That is pronounced as career. And this word, C-A-R-R-I-E-R, is pronounced as carrier. Okay, carrier. An agent. Carrier means an agent. Okay, so that's the difference. Career and carrier. So he began to outline the history of his success. How he was able to become so successful all these years. The other listened with great interest. So of course we need a speaker and a listener, is it not?
Yes.
And the listener should be a person who is ready to listen with great interest, just like you. So the other person will be motivated to speak a lot more. Children, are you all facing any connectivity problem?
Ma'am, it's you that is facing.
Yes, I am the only one who is facing connectivity problem because I'm not able to see many of you here. But I hope you're with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So, Pranav, can you read the next paragraph?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. At the corner, unmute please.
Ma'am, his net slow, I think.
His net is slow. All right. Rudra, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Rudra. Okay, Rudra, just read. Unmute and read.
At the corner, a brightly lit medicine store.
At the corner stood a brightly lit medicine store.
When they came into its glare, the friends turned to look at each other. The man from the west stopped suddenly and freed his arm.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Rudra. So these two men, they were walking arm in arm. And the man from the west, he kept on talking about the glory of his success, how well he was established in the west. And the other one listened with a lot of interest. So as they were walking, they reached a corner where there was a medicine store, and the medicine store was brightly lit with light. Okay, so remember the scene was dark initially. There was only dim light coming from the corner of the street. Children, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm finding it difficult because I can't see anybody of you. Okay, anyone on the screen. That's why I'm asking you. Yeah. So till now they were in the dark, and Bob, or the man from the west, could just see hardly a rough figure of the man, Jimmy Wells. So as they were walking, they reached a corner where there was a medical store, and from that medical store, the medical store was brightly lit with light. So when they came into its glare means harsh light.
Harsh light.
Yeah, harsh light or strong light. When they reached the proper lighted area, the friends turned to look at each other. So only at this point of time, they are getting a chance to see each other. So the area was now brightly lit and they got a chance to look at each other. So they exchanged a glance at each other. The man from the west stopped suddenly and freed his arm. Oh my goodness. Now what has happened? He quickly removed his hand. He quickly removed his hand from the other man's hand. What could be the reason, children?
He's not Jimmy Wells.
He's not Jimmy Wells.
He's not Jimmy Wells. How can you say that?
Yes.
He has been waiting for him so long.
Ma'am, we actually read the whole story.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. The man finally understood that it was not Jimmy Wells. You're not Jimmy Wells. He snapped. Snapped means saying something quickly. Okay, I'm sharing the board. Snapped. Snapped means to say something quickly. You're not Jimmy Wells. So only when there was enough light, the man looked at the other one and he came to know that this was not the friend whom he was waiting for so long. So he snapped. He quickly said, you're not Jimmy Wells. I'm mistaken. You're not my good old friend. Snapped means said quickly. 20 years is a long time, but not long enough to change a man's nose from a Roman to a pug. Come on, children. Now explain this sentence to me. 20 years is a long time, but it is not a long time to change a man's nose from that of a Roman to a pug.
It's not enough to make to change the man's nose.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
After 20 years, the man's appearance will not change.
Yes, exactly. There might some changes happen to a man's body. Either you can become slim or you can become fat. Is it not, children? Yes. Then or you may have a long hair or you can have a short hair. So physical changes, it depends within the time span of years. But still, the typical features, will it change? The typical features change? No. The typical features will never change. You may get wrinkles on your faces when you become old, but your typical wrinkles means lines or folds on your
Old people.
When you become old.
Dark spots?
Not dark spots. Folds or lines
Curvy lines and all curvy lines.
Oh,
Their muscles will be loose.
So many teachers are here in the class. All right, all right. Some of you are very, very eager to express your knowledge. Okay. So wrinkles means the lines or folds that appear on the face of people when they become old or when they turn aged. Okay. Wrinkles. You can see on your grandmother's and grandfather's face a lot of lines or folds. That means the muscles or the tissue of your face becomes loose. And thereby wrinkles starts coming. Okay. So yeah, a lot of change may happen as the years pass by, but the typical feature of a person will never change. As I told you before, we are all unique individuals. We have different features that makes us different from the other. Okay, so that features will remain as it is. Of course, we have modern technology to change it. You might have seen, film stars. Yeah, film stars doing plastic surgery and they will entirely change their look. But still, without the help of the technology, we can't do anything on ourselves. Okay, because the typical changes will, the typical features will be there as it is. So here, Bob recognized this man not as his friend Jimmy Wells, but as somebody else. He says, of course, I did believe you when you said that you have grown 2 or 3 inches after 20. Of course, I believe that. But now I cannot believe because there is no way to have a change on a man's nose from that of a Roman to a pug. What do you mean by a Roman nose?
A hybrid nose with a hybrid.
Yeah, I will show you the image. Just have a look at this. Can you see the screen, children?
Yes.
Yes.
Ma'am, it's just loading.
Loading only?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I hope you can see the screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is Roman?
Wait. Let me choose the pen so that I can mark on it. This first image is known as the man or the image with the Roman nose. Okay. You can see the pointed part of the nose here.
Yes. And that is
yes, the nose is a bit pointed, but this one is after the plastic surgery. Okay, the man has corrected his pointed nose after the plastic surgery. So do you know what do we call for the plastic surgery performed on nose? Plastic surgery.
Nose surgery.
I mean, rhino.
Yes. Uma is saying
something like rhino.
Yeah, rhino.
Rhino surgery.
You remember the initial part? Yeah, rhinoplasty.
Yes,
okay. Rhinoplasty. The plastic surgery done on nose is known as rhinoplasty. Rhinoplasty. Okay. So this is the image or example for a man with a Roman nose, and the second one is after the rhinoplasty. Okay. Then I'll show you another image also. Okay. You can see a pointed bridge on the nose. All right. And what do you mean by a pug nose?
Mama dog's
nose with an upturned tip.
This is also an example for Roman nose. And here you're going to see the pug nose. You can see the pug nose here. So look at that. A short nose. Okay. A short nose, and you can see the tip of the nose has got a tip of the nose has got a curve, inner curve. Yeah. Okay. So this is an example for pug nose. Understood? So
yes,
Bob realized that the man who came to meet him, or the man whom had spoken with him, was not Jimmy Wells, but somebody else, because he was able to identify that the typical feature will never change, no matter how many years pass by. I hope it is clear. Yes. Okay. So examples for pug nose. All right. So moving on to the last part of the story, and the suspense is going to be revealed now. It sometimes changes a good man into a bad one, said the tall man. Look at that. Look at that sentence. There is an inner meaning also into it, is it not? It sometimes changes a good man into a bad one. You have been under arrest for 10 minutes. Silky Bob. So how was the man described now? Silky Bob. Wow, what a nice name.
Ma'am, that policeman.
He's a thief.
Silky Bob. Why is it referred to as Silky Bob?
Nickname.
It's his identity.
Nickname.
Yes.
Identity, Silky.
Identity. Silk is something very precious, expensive item, is it not?
Diamond.
Yes. So Silky is here referring to extremely rich or immensely wealth. So Bob has earned a lot of wealth or asset, not in the right way, but in an illegal manner. The Chicago police. Just a minute. Shall I complete? Yes, Lakshmi, tell me.
Is that Jimmy Wells a policeman?
We'll come to know that towards the end. Just wait patiently, okay? The Chicago police, thinking you may have come this way, wired us that you are wanted. Wired us means they have sent us a telegram. They have messaged me.
Ma'am, your video's off.
Oh, yes. Yeah. The Chicago police, thinking you may have come this way. The police have been tracing this man for quite some time, and they have informed the police in the New York that in case if this man come here, you have to take a note of it. They have wired us that you are wanted. Of course, you know what do you mean by wanted?
Yes.
He's a thief.
Yes, wanted here means a person that a police is
Who the police is.
Yes, a criminal who is wanted by the police. Going quietly, are you? You have escaped from the West and now you're planning to move quietly. That's sensible. Now, before we go to the station, here is a note I was asked to give it to you. You may read it here at the window. It's from Patrolman Wells. Who is Patrolman Wells now?
Jimmy Wells.
Jimmy Wells. So the tall man handed over a note to Bob saying that it was handed by Patrolman Wells, that is Jimmy Wells. The man from the West unfolded the little piece of paper. My goodness, Bob became so shocked. He's getting a note from his friend, from his best friend, from his truest, staunchest friend whom he had been waiting for so long. He got a small piece of paper from the tall man. His hand was steady when he began to read, but it trembled a little by the time he finished. The note was rather short. When he started to read the paper, his hand was steady, but later on, his hand began to tremble. His hand was shivering. Let's see what was written there on the note. Bob, I was at the appointed place on time. When you shifted and the dim light fell on you, I saw it was the face of the man wanted in Chicago. Somehow I couldn't do it myself, so I went around and got a plainclothes man to do the job. So children, did you really expect this kind of ending for the story?
No.
No. Not at all. The story, of course, had a twisted ending, is it not?
Yes, ma'am. He's famous for his plot.
Yes. So the man whom Bob met initially was exactly Jimmy Wells. The police officer who was patrolling on the street was Jimmy Wells. In fact, Jimmy Wells met Bob at the correct place at the correct time. But when he shifted to the dim light, he saw the face of the man, and unfortunately, having no other choice, he just had to move ahead, and he called another policeman, another plainclothes man. Plainclothes man means a police officer who is not in his uniform. Yeah, a police officer not in his uniform. With the help of another police officer who was not in his uniform, Jimmy Wells asked to arrest Bob. So that is the saddest part of the story. We will never ever expect such an ending to it. So this is why Oliver Henry or O. Henry is always famous for his suspense-filled twisted endings. Okay, so what do you think, children? Who has made the mistake, or on whose part the justice is? Do you think that Bob
made the mistake?
Right?
Bob
one by one.
Bob made the mistake.
Bob, of course, Bob made the mistake. Moving to the west, he got himself engaged in illegal activities because his intention or his objective was only to make money. So he was not in a righteous path. Okay, that is one. Then
Jimmy Wells had the justice.
one by one. Lakshmi.
Ma'am, it is like betrayal.
Yes, Lakshmi, anything else to say?
Ma'am, before he was moving to west, he was...
Okay, moving on to Issa. Issa, tell me. Issa?
Ma'am, I think what Bob did was right because at first when when Bob explained about his friend, he told that his friend is truthful. When he told he loved his native place and all that. So according to the points which he told, he's just like who he is and doing his job, a truthful person.
Jimmy, you think that Jimmy Wells is a truthful person?
Yeah, who is like sincere to his job, just like he told.
Okay. Jimmy Wells, according to Issa, Jimmy Wells is a truthful person. He is a dutiful officer. That is why he himself did not arrest his friend, but at the same time, he made somebody else to arrest Bob. But Shane believes that that's what's a kind of betrayal. Do you agree with Shane's statement?
No.
Do you agree with Shane's statement?
Ma'am, they were like best friends and betrayed.
Pardon?
They were like two brothers and he betrayed him.
Yes, they grew up as brothers. They were not just friends, but they were like true brothers also. But at this point of time, what has Jimmy done? Jimmy betrayed, is it not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Then any other
Ma'am, we cannot
opinion?
say that completely because Bob is the one who did the wrong illegal activity, and it is Jimmy who resisted. A friend should resist the other friend to not fall into any illegal activities.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. That's a relevant point. A good friend should correct the other one. But here, what you have to understand is there was a 20 years of gap between them, and Jimmy was not able to keep in touch with Bob. They lost the track with each other. Okay, they lost the track with each other. So that could be the reason why Jimmy was not able to resist. Now, Bob has already been into the illegal activity and he was wanted by Chicago police. Okay, so there is no way. Yes, who is speaking now?
Ma'am, I'm from another class.
Ihan, you just leave. Okay, I haven't finished this session. Okay, this is 8A class going on. All right. So in one way or the other, we can't blame both of them, right? But when it comes to friendship, true friends will stand by the other in times of good and bad. If Jimmy Wells had left the man without being noticed, then that would have been better. What do you think? Yes, what do you think? Yes, of course. Anyway, police will catch hold of the criminals. No doubt. Yeah, police, Chicago police was in search of Bob, and definitely they would catch him. But Jimmy Wells should not have done this. That's my personal opinion, because after all, they trusted each other. They were good friends. Yes, they were good friends. So Jimmy Wells shouldn't have betrayed Bob, because Bob traveled thousands of miles from the west only to meet his friend Jimmy Wells, and he waited for a long. Yeah, he waited for a long time, even in the dark. So Jimmy Wells should not have done this. So this is a story about true friendship. You should not betray each other. Trust and sincerity matter us a lot. I hope the story is clear to you. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, did you enjoy the story? Did you enjoy the story by O. Henry?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I want you to read the chapter at least 3 times. Okay? Read the chapter thoroughly. I'll be sending you questions and just write the answers by yourself. And regarding the notes, I will be uploading it soon in the website. Okay? All right? Okay. Thank you, children. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.